Good day, everyone. We are the 6th group of 10 Benevolence, and now may I introduce to all of you my members, Bartolome Andrea Colin, Perez Antoinette, Fernandez Daniel Marie, and Ricard Charles Daran. Now let's talk about corrosion control. What is corrosion? When some metals are exposed to moisture, acids, etc., they tarnish due to the formation of respective metal oxide on their surface. This process is called corrosion. Corrosion is a dangerous and extremely costly problem. Because of it, buildings and bridges can collapse, oil pipelines break, chemical plants leak, and bathrooms flood. Corroded electrical contacts can cause fires and other problems. Corroded medical implants may lead to blood poisoning, and air pollution has caused corrosion damage to works of art around the world. The formation of rust on iron, tarnish on silver, and the blue-green patina that develops on copper are all examples of corrosion. Corrosion can be prevented by painting the surface, oiling, greasing, galvanizing, chrome plating, or making alloys.
The most common kinds of corrosion result from electrochemical reactions. General corrosion occurs when most or all of the atoms on the same metal surfaces are oxidized, damaging the entire surface. Most metals are easily oxidized. They tend to lose electrons to oxygens and other substances in the air or in water. As oxygen is reduced or gains electrons, it forms an oxide with the metal.
When reduction and oxidation take place on different kinds of metal in contact with one another, the process is called galvanic corrosion. In electrolytic corrosion, which occurs most commonly in electrolytic equipment, water or other moisture becomes trapped between two electrical contacts that have an electrical voltage applied between them. The result is an unintended electrolytic cell.
Take a metal structure such as the Statue of Liberty. It looks strong and permanent. Like nearly all metal objects, however, it can become unstable as it reaches with substances in its environment and deteriorates. Sometimes this corrosion is harmless or even beneficial. The greenish patina that covers the statue's copper skin protected the metal beneath from weather damage. Inside the statue, however, corrosion caused serious harm over the years. Its iron frame and copper skin act like the electrodes of a huge galvanic cell, so that nearly half of the frame had rusted away by 1986, the statue's 100th anniversary.
The important way to protect metal is to make it the cathode in a galvanic cell. This is cathodic protection and can be used for metals other than just iron. For example, the rusting of underground iron storage tanks and pipes can be prevented or greatly reduced by connecting them to a more active metal such as zinc or magnesium. This is more active metals. Lower reduction potential are called sacrificial anodes because as they get used up as they corrode or oxidize at the anode. The metal being protected serves as the cathode and so does not oxidize. When the anodes are properly monitored and periodically replaced, the useful lifetime of the iron storage tank can be greatly extended.
In the corrosion cell, metal ions formed from metal oxidation, cations, migrate from the anode to the cathode through the electrolyte. The electrons given off by this oxidation reaction move from the anode to the cathode through the electrical connection.
Now let's talk about the benefits and the harmful effect of corrosion.
The main danger and effects of corrosion are following: high risk of employee injury or injury to the public, to general public, loss of industrial equipment's time availability, and when appearance is affected, corrosions can reduce the overall value of building or location.
Some of the effects of corrosion include a significant deterioration of natural and historic monuments, as well as increase the risk of catastrophic equipment failure. Air pollution causes corrosion, and it's becoming worse worldwide.
Corrosion is very costly and has a major impact on the economies of industrial nations. The annual cost of corrosion consists of direct costs and indirect costs. One of the consequences of corrosion is the failure of a machine or a system to function according to the specification or the prescribed standards.
Corrosion is the destructive attack of a material by electrochemical reaction with its environment. For most of us, corrosion is the degradation of metals that is often called rust. The corrosion resistance of any material depends on the environment to which it is exposed. The serious consequences of the corrosion process have become a problem of worldwide significance.
Here are some of the high risks of employee injury or injury to the general public. First, loss of industrial equipment's time availability. Second, when appearance is affected, corrosion can reduce the overall value of building or location. Third, pipe blockage or mechanical damage to pumps, valves, etc. Fourth, damage to surroundings or danger to individuals becomes of leaking gases or liquids. And last, contamination of fluids in pipes or vessels.
Benefits of proper corrosion protection. Corrosion protection can reduce the cost of repairs due to corrosive damage. Protected equipment can avoid service interruptions and operation malfunctions. Corrosion protection can save lives from injuries brought by weathered equipment and facilities. Industries, most especially the ones exposed to the harshest corrosive agents, such as salt water and soil, can benefit greatly from quality corrosion protection services.
Quality corrosion protection can extend the lifespan of your equipment by up to 250.
Save lives. Crowded equipment does not merely pose threat to a company's revenue, it also puts workers' health and safety at risk. To avoid injuries and lost lives, an effective corrosion management service to prevent breakdown of equipment.
Prevents operational losses. Corroded equipment can disrupt an entire operation when it breaks down. With corrosion management, operational disruptions and the losses in effect can be avoided.
And that's all. Thank you so much for listening to our video lecture about corrosion control.